Today's 5 Things You Need to Know is brought to you by Power Credit Union, proudly serving Southern Colorado.
I'm Rob Quirk. We're learning more about a possible second case of the COVID-19 variant in Colorado known as the B117 strain. The first case reported Tuesday after a man in his 20s tested positive. Health officials say both he and the other person who may be infected, both members of the Colorado National Guard. They were deployed to a nursing home in Elbert County but had no history of travel and are in isolation. Governor Polis announcing changes to who will be prioritized now during the current phase of the vaccine rollout. Phase 1B started on Wednesday. People over the age of 70 can now get the vaccine. The governor's saying that's because 78% of COVID-related deaths in the state have involved people over 70. This phase also includes people working in dentist offices, EMS, first responders, and correctional employees. Springs police asking anyone with information about a homicide that happened in September, give them a call. They say 23-year-old Elena Allinge was strangled and beaten. The coroner ruled her death a homicide. She was found injured at the Sun Springs Motel off South Nevada in the early morning hours of September 28th, later died at the hospital. She's the 38th homicide in the Springs this year, compared to 24 at this time last year. Time for a weather check. Here's Mike.
Hey Rob, this morning we had the coldest air of the entire month in Colorado Springs. We dropped all the way down to 3 degrees. The coldest so far from fall to now was in mid-October. We dropped down to 1 degree. Pueblo awfully cold this morning at 10. Crested Butte at 26 below, but the cold spot in the state, also the cold spot in the nation this morning, just west of here in Park County, Antero Reservoir. That's pretty impressive. 50 degrees below zero. Great place if you like to ice fish. Here's what happens for the last day of 2020. Pacific cold front on the way. We'll get a push of mild air ahead of it, but another cold morning. Morning low temperatures dropping back into the single digits and teens.
Thank you for listening to today's 5 Things You Need to Know, sponsored by Power Credit Union.